This is Jonathan Agarfield for Pro Boxing Fans. It's Fight Week Jacobs-Ryder this Saturday night at Ali Pali on DAZN. I'm joined by Eddie Hearn. Eddie, just want to touch on what Daniel Jacobs said in the press conference when you said when John said that if he loses his career is pretty much done. Daniel doesn't really feel
he didn't
the
like
same
that,
way.
did he? No, I do. I mean, look, both guys. Look, for Daniel Jacobs, huge name. You know, talking about a guy who has won 2 world championships, massive profile in the States, should only want to be boxing at world level. John Ryder had a good fight with Callum Smith, wants to fight and win a world title, only wants to box at that level. The loser can no longer box at that level. So I agree with John in that I think the loser is done. But that's the pressure that John is putting on himself for this fight, and I think he needs to put that kind of pressure on him. Danny probably doesn't, because he can go in there and box, but John's got to be desperate to win this fight, and he's got to take chances, he's got to roll the dice, he's got to get up close to Daniel Jacobs, because if he tries to box him, I think it's going to be a very difficult night.
Felix Cash in an interesting fight.
Brilliant
that guy looked really confident.
Yeah.
If Felix wins, is he going the WBA route?
WBA, WBC this is for, he's highly ranked with the WBO. Felix Cash is the best middleweight in Britain. He's got to prove it on Saturday night, and he's been active for a long time. This is a horrible fight for him. This is how much Tony Sims and Felix Cash believe in themselves, that you want to fight an undefeated kid from Russia who's number 3 with the WBA, and he's full of confidence. I mean, you've heard the guy talk, but we think Felix Cash is special. But, you know, it's going to be a very tough night for him on Saturday.
And just a word on Johnny Fisher. He bought 1,000 last time. It was mental. What's this going to be like?
He'll have nearly 3,000 of his own fans there at Ali Pali. It's going to be an incredible atmosphere. But let's just get one thing right. Johnny Fisher is not just a ticket seller. He's a heavyweight prospect, and he's a very exciting prospect as well. Good fight for him. This guy's been 8 and 10 rounds with a lot of good heavyweights. Beat the guy that Johnny Fisher fought last time. So looking forward to seeing the improvements. And of course, a wild atmosphere.
Is the worldwide tour still on?
Of course, yeah. Look, we were supposed to go to Vegas for Vargas against Smith, but now, you know, could be a little Madison Square Garden, April 30th, or if we landed Canelo Alvarez, maybe stick him on there as well. So we'll see, but the key is to keep him nice and active.
Let's go straight into Canelo Alvarez. Mike Coventry reporting last night that there's a 2-fight deal is close for Bivol, then Golovkin. How true is that?
There's no deal done yet. I said, you know, Mike was asking me last night as well. We are in discussions. Whether it's close or not, that's down to Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Reynoso. We would absolutely love to welcome him back to the team. Like I said, no deal done yet, just talking. We feel like we've given him a good solid proposal for 2 great fights, and hopefully we get the pick.
If that was to be the case, is there a chance that Golovkin vacates the belt, doesn't fight Murata and waits it out?
No, he will have a fight in between for sure.
Conor Benn, sounds like it's between Hooker and Van Heerden. Who's the front runner here?
Hooker accepted the fight. I was quite pleased with that, but picked up an injury in his first week of training. We're talking to him about the dates now, whether that's moved. Van Heerden has accepted the fight. We also have 2 other offers out with other opponents. One is Broner, and the other one is someone else, which I won't mention at the moment out of respect to them. But looking to make an announcement next week. If Fury White happens, then it looks like April 16 will be the date for Conor Benn.
Joshua Usyk, in terms of sort of the fight happening and where it might happen, where could we be looking at? Is it definitely UK?
I'd like it in the UK. I'm going away next week for meetings with various sites, but we have to make sure that we get that move in for May. I'd like to do it in London, but we'll see.
What's the latest with Andre Parker? Purse bid's due?
No, just negotiations at the moment, so just working on that fight and see where it lands.
Callum Smith, is there any update on him and when?
Yeah, we've got, I just said in an interview, we've got Conor Benn, we've got Callum Smith, we've got Boatsi, hopefully against Craig Richards, we've got Derek Chisora in a big fight, we've got Joe Caldina maybe against Agawa or Barrett against Agawa, you know, all to schedule probably in 3 dates, plus another 12 championship fights. So we're putting that together at the moment, and I think next week we get in a position where we're becoming close to announcing our April and May schedule.
Could Boatsi Richards be a headliner?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Eddie, final one, obviously this fight on Saturday, just talk about the schedule coming up.
Obviously you got a great win by Bam Rodriguez last week. You got Feb 12th this Saturday, Jacobs against Ryder. Then you got Feb 27th, Lawrence Okoli against Sislak at the O2. Galal Yafai making his pro debut there. Fabio Wardley, Campbell Hatton, plenty of other, Anthony Fowler on the card there as well. Then you go March 5th, Chocolatito against Julio Cesar Martinez, great fight. March 12th, Conlon against Wood. few hundred tickets left. Going to be an unbelievable atmosphere. March 19th, you've got Mickinson against Virgil Ortiz. March 26th, you've got Warrington trying to go for the world title again against Kiko Martinez. Again, over 9,000 sold there already. Then you go into April. April will announce shortly, but April 30th already locked in. Taylor Serrano. Moving to May, plenty more to come. AJ, etc. So we're in good shape.
And just one more, Kell Brook next Saturday night. What's your thoughts on the fight? And what's the likelihood of you calling the winner up and saying, let's get the Conor Benn fight?
Yeah, I'd love to. We'll see what happens. I think Kell Brook wins. I think he just seems fresh. I mean, Kell hasn't boxed for over a year. Khan hasn't boxed, I think, for over 2 years. And I just think he's fresher. So my money would be on Kell Brook and wish them both the best.
Does the winner continue, in your opinion?
I think Kell Brook would, yeah. I don't think Amir will.
Cheers, Eddie. Appreciate it.